What is up? We have all kinds of news today, and let's get to the chat first. We got Mikey Boy, we got Jerry, we got Mike Rob, we got Best Ball on call, annoying his coworkers apparently. We got First Down Fantasy and Mike Rob. How are we doing, everybody? We're gonna do a drafters draft. I don't care what we do, whatever starts to fill is what we're gonna end up doing. Let's put on we will put some background music on in a second, but first, we're going to hit that intro.
Hey, hey, we're grinding through the torment. High volume, no management. Taming souls in descent. Grinding drafts through the abyss, no rest in our veins. Feel striking like lightning, flooding endless pains. From late season voids, he's dropping all the flames. Bestball Degens unite, shattering the chains. Old school RB stacking fury, derailing trendy trains. Who is commanding the storm etched in our brains? Who? Hey, thunder in the names, claiming all the kills. Flames, names, games. Degen wrath of fuse, stone age torment remains. Bestball eternal, in remains infernal domain. Pterodactyl pigs screaming, Cayman chaos reigns. Fossil fury fuels the fire, drafted through the veins.
All right, what's up, Bukowski? What's up, W? We're going to put some little background music on. And what's up, Quill? We can do, you know what? Let's start with one of these $5 minis. We're going to start with one of the drafters minis. I just feel like doing one, just kind of chilling here. So Devontae Adams cooking at camp. I think that's the second camp in a row we've heard that about. Jamar Chase got hurt. He's fine. RIP all of your Ty Chandler shares. Watch out. Najee taking first team reps. That's perfectly fine. Like they're being cautious with Scatabo. We knew that they were. They've already kind of said that. It's not great for Tracy though. Tracy Bulls and Shambles. I have a bunch of Tracy as well, so it doesn't feel great. Olave got hurt. He's also fine. We got 49ers, like Evans, still not practicing. Should be good next week. I kind of feel like he's doing the veteran thing, not playing. So we got Malik back in practice with no non-contact, so he's going to be good for week 1. Deshaun Watson, is this the same as yesterday? I haven't seen this clip yet. Did he dirt the ball? Nice throw. Nice throw by Deshaun there. Very good. Very, very, very fun. So we are waiting on a 5 for the mini. If it doesn't start to fill, I'm definitely going to move over to a main or a survival. So if you guys do want to do a drafters mini, it's a $5 contest, 10K up top. That is what we're currently in. What's up, W for Omega? Laporta back at practice. We got Puka and Garrett not practicing. That's fine. Like Travion still out, perfectly fine. Like Kenneth Walker, foot issues, not practicing today, but there's like no indication he's going to miss any actual time in the NFL. Kareem Hunt once again going to ruin Isaiah Pacheco's year. We got this is awesome. The Giants' final unofficial depth chart. Cam Scatabo, Tyrone Tracy, or Najee Harris, or Devin Singletary. And if this is true, if they don't know what they're doing, it makes sense to give Najee every first team rep. They've already seen Devin Singletary. They've already seen Tyrone Tracy. And they already know Cam Scatabo has been the best pick on the board all season. So why would they not give all of the reps to Najee Harris? It's just a common sense thing for them to do, is all. So I'm not worried about that as a Scatabo Bowl, as a Tracy Bowl, or if you've been clicking Singletary, I do think it's not great. Michael Penix looks like he's probably going to end up being the day one starter as of right now. And there's nothing been official yet, but everything has been positive on him. Travis Hunter has also not been mixing in. He's basically only been he's been mixing in replacing BTJ when BTJ comes off the field, and that's all he's been doing when it comes to the offense. Live on YouTube, shameless plug. So they don't. I wanted to do one or two for people who don't do as many, or people who aren't able to do the higher dollar ones. I'm only going to do a couple of these. I'm just going to throw some shares at them. But we got Gritty at the 102. We got the 107. We got Lynx at the 4. And I believe that is it. We'll be doing a Survivor after this. And we'll be doing and by the way, if you have X, Drafters is doing a giveaway for this contest as well. I forgot to post in Discord that I was live because it is a different time than usual. So I do need to make sure to do that. The reason I'm going live early today is because I'm going on to Nice and Blunt's stream here in a bit. We're going on Nice and Blunt's stream to do our weekly collab, but that's going to be early today. It's going to be 5 p.m. Central, 4 p.m. East, or 6 p.m. Eastern. And we're going to go team by team and go for records. Like, we're going to go division by division, give our record breakdown, our predictions for the year. Just a little fun stream. Just kind of ball talk here and there. I've sent him my information. I don't know what he has. Or what he's doing, but I look forward to finding out. I think it's going to be fun. And I have not. So I heard a rumor. What's happening is that they're basically only they're just selecting people to give the promos to, is what I heard. That it is a week, but it's like some of the more high volume people are getting promos and the lower volume people aren't. And I'm apparently a lower volume people. That's the rumor I've heard. I've not seen a promo yet. I have heard that other people have got them. I don't know for sure. I've never seen the actual promos. What's up, Victor? How we doing, DJ? No, I don't smoke. Well, I've heard other people say they got them too. So, but it wasn't just you that said that, and somebody else told me that they were getting some as well. And maybe it's all just a ruse, but yeah, have at it, Disbanded. I have nothing against it. I just don't do it. So we got CMC, we got Hampton. Right. I did a DK Millie earlier today, and it turned out pretty well. So I'm okay with that. And yeah, so I kind of think that Neighbors could go at pick like 15, 16 right now in these contests that are just opening. Like, I would not have a problem of taking Neighbors here over Hampton. Because if we knew Neighbors was healthy all season, he would be going ahead of Barkley and HN. He would be up there with Jefferson and Lamb, most likely, and absolutely ahead of AJ Brown. Like, and no, if Neighbors plays all season, there's no world in which AJ Brown should be being selected ahead of him, unless you're baking in prior ADPs. That's just my own take on that. With that being said, I do think AJ Brown's a better pick in season long. I thought, yeah, are we talking about, you talking about old Deshaun? Yeah, I didn't know if you were trolling or not when you said that, Mike, but I did hear other people say that some people got him. Now, maybe they were also trolling. I don't know. But I've been just taking neighbors pretty much every draft that I'm on the left side of the board for a while. I'm probably going to start mixing in some teams on the right side of the board. Like, I know that he was going in the 30s for a while, and like giving up Barkley for Javonte feels gross. Like, you have Barkley Neighbors versus Neighbors Javonte. Like, it does feel gross. But in the playoff pod stuff, I think it's fine. Especially if the correlation allows it. I think just going Lamb Neighbors isn't the single worst thing you could do right now. I think taking, like, every report coming out of Dolphins camp is that offense is horrific. So I'm going to start backing off of Achane again. I do want Achane for the Survivor contest. What's up, Bloody? And by the way, Best Ball on Call, they ask, what is that music? Was that a good what is that music, or was that a bad what is that music? Yeah, we'll just take Breece Hall here at 42. He's already back out. He was already back out. So I believe, yeah, Jamar Chase said he'd play tomorrow if he had a game. So all is good. He banged knees on I thought it looked really bad at first because I thought it was when he landed on the opposite knee, but I had it flipped around. I didn't say anything. You know, I'm not a doctor. But watching it again, it was he banged knees. I mean, I have 15% Genty and 12% Jamar Chase. Like, this week has not been great for the old blood pressure. I'll tell you that. I don't know what my blood pressure is. I don't care what it is, but I promise it didn't help. I promise you. I promise you I've been a little worried. Every time news comes across, like, and Olave. I've got like 12.5% Olave. Like, and he went down with an injury today, and he's good. So I just assume everything right now is everything's fine. And everybody worried about Scatabo, like, absolutely, give me Scatabo 55 here. Let me lock up running back. Let me be done at running back. I dare you guys. All right, they're smarter than that. Got it. Let's take Terry here and see if we can't push Lamar around. I've gotten Lamar in the mid-6th a couple times on drafters. So let's try that. By the way, if you guys are new to the channel, if you could smash that sub and hit that like, that would be awesome. We will be doing a drafters giveaway after this one. I need to set that up. For whatever reason, it's not letting me. So let me set that up real quick. Man, why is it being so weird anymore? All right, so whoops, I almost accidentally ended stream. I'm not going to max drafters. Terry does feel like really good upside. There it is. It finally showed up. All right, so we are in subscribers only mode now. So hashtag who to enter giveaway. And if you don't have a Drafters account, you can use promo code who to get a discount, a pretty big discount. So I'm gonna push. I think if one of these running backs come back. So Ramondre, I could probably stop at running back. So we're going Ramondre or Jaden Daniels here. I don't really care which one. But that is the plan. We get Ramondre. So team through 6, we got CMC, we got Hampton, we got Brees, we got Ramondre. Stopping at those 4, we got Zay, we got Terry. Feels good. Feels good. So, yeah, Ramondre has been a pretty good pick for a while. I wish I would have listened to my instincts originally, because my very first rankings this year had Ramondre at 64 and Travion at 65. I had Ramondre ahead, and the market completely disagreed, and I moved my rankings around because I just wanted to be in on the offense. I ended up with a lot, like I kind of bought the falling knife on Travion throughout the season on DraftKings, but I do think that it's fine. It is I think that he does offer the bigger upside. Ramondre being a bigger body back, he's been banged up a little bit here and there. I know Travion is currently hurt, but the style of body that Ramondre has, and the years that he's been in the league with a history of being banged up here and there, like it does feel like Travion could just be like, he's a very expensive contingent back, but when he got all of it last year, he was very explosive. Corum is really good. I have a bunch of Corum. Scatterbo is still the best pick on the board. Like, pretty much hands down, Scatterbo's best pick on the board. If you don't believe, it's fine. So I've really started to dislike this range. Laporta's back. We could go with him. We could do the Herbert stack. I'm going to go Laporta here. What's up? High risk, low reward. It sounds... You sound... I don't know, what? High risk, low reward. What player on the board is probably the highest risk, lowest reward? Like, I don't know. Is it it's got to be somebody down the list a bit. It might be Quentin Johnston. It might be Quentin Johnston, may be the highest risk, lowest reward player on the board. Like, if he repeats what he did last year, he's a fine pick, but like, it's not a high reward. Is he going to be a 1,010 guy? Absolutely not. Like, he's probably the highest risk with low reward guy on the board. That would be my guess. So Herbert going to come back around. Rico's still here. Like, I feel really bad about starting. Every time I start heavy running back, like, wide receivers never come back on DraftKings. Like, they just don't. It's just not a thing that happens. I'm just gonna take Michael Wilson here. It could be Fannin. In half point PPR, I feel like it could be Fannin. And by the way, Quill, you mentioned this poll is gross. That was the point. The point of this poll was to make you feel uncomfortable having to select a name. Like, you have to select a name. 2 wide receivers just drafted 85, 86, I say, are high risk, low reward. Wandale and Stribling. I don't think Stribling is. I think Jaden Reed could be. I don't think it's Rashee Rice. Like, because if Rashee Rice is healthy, like when he's healthy, he's going to smash. In total points, I do think he's kind of not a great pick anymore because it does look like he's going to start slow. But in the playoff stuff, he's like still fully a really good pick. Stribling has elite upside. He just it's just a high risk, high reward at this point. I disagree. He's pretty cheap. He is pretty cheap. So we're going to stack up Purdy with McCaffrey here. Like, I mean, it might be Judkins as well, because Judkins is coming off that major injury, just like Scadabo. But he's on an offense we fully expect to be absolute trash, right? That doesn't mean he can't plod around for 13 touchdowns and 1,000 yards and be a fine pick. But there's like no world in where Judkins gets 1,500 yards, right? And fully smashes. I think Judkins might be like, Judkins is like the safest. Like, we know he's getting touchdowns. We know he's getting about 1,000 yards, but does he really have big upside? You know, that is a question. What's up, Missy? How we doing? I mean, I would love to get Debo here. Get the little double stack with Brock Purdy. Perfect. I'll take Debo. Hashtag who? Absolutely. We'll be doing the drawing after this draft. And we're just going to do 2 drafts today. We're going to do this one. We're going to do one more. And then we're going to chill for a little bit because we have the stream with Nice and Blunt coming up in an hour and a half. Awesome. Yeah, Judkins looks like... So Sampson and Judkins were both awesome prospects. Sampson... The other thing about Sampson that I didn't put together until later is... By the way, Matt Stafford's still on the board. The Puka guy already had 2 quarterbacks. So Stafford just gonna fall. I'll tell you this, if he falls all the way back, I'm taking him for sure. What are we talking about? Defensive drafters? I mean, if you're talking about me, I had CMC with Purdy. I'm fine with that as a stack. Since you have Stribling there, might have been that. Drake May, like, it's fine to take naked whenever. I know you have a double, but Stafford goes here to the Jamar Chase guy. I think that's fine. Yeah, but so Todd Monken, back to that point. Todd Monken used a guy in that exact role, Justice Hill, for a while, and Hill has been a really good pick for a while. Like, not a good pick, but Justice Hill was a very solid, like, hit running back, like, from time to time, and in best ball, that's what you need. Yeah, like, I think they're just going to keep putting them out. Hopefully they've learned that next year they can just keep a little Dalmatian up the entire offseason, and they will just continually fill, and they never have to worry about them not filling. That would be amazing for content creators. Like, just being able to piddle around early in the season on those. Like, I would do a bunch of them. I would still mix in the other stuff, but I think they could get like 42 little Dalmatians filled throughout the course of the season. 42 exactly. Probably, like, they could, if we knew it was going to happen the whole year, they'd probably fill one a week, right? Something like one a week. Am I taking any? I have Kayshon Boutte ranked right after Jalen McMillan and right before Jacoby Lane. And I know that means I'm not going to get much Jacoby, but I'm fine with that. I do think in this contest we can take a little more Jacoby. So Daniel Jones even goes to the guy who got wrecked at quarterback. So I think I take do I take Darnold here and backstack him? I'm going to take Darnold and backstack for my quarterback too. There are some players that I like. I definitely need another quarterback. Quarterbacks are going like crazy here. I assume the Stroud drafter or the where did Nico go? Nico went here at 19, and that guy has 3 quarters. So I might be able to get Stroud as well and backstack him also. Malkin choosing Watson. I don't. So I assume that was an owner decision. Like, so look at it this way. Ownership, for whatever reason, allowed their GM to restructure Deshaun Watson so they have to pay him out like over the next 2 years. Instead of 2 years ago just cutting them and being done. Like, and they've continually tried to get him in the game. Like, because it feels like the owner, and this is just a feel thing based on how it looks, the perception of it, but it feels like the owner knows he's wasting money and he wants to get something out of his money, even if that is 0 wins. Like, that's something. I feel like that the owner is pushing for him, and that Shadur would be the starter if it was actually fully up to the coaches. But that's just a perception thing for me. Yeah, I've been pushing. So I've been pushing Kayshon Boutte a little bit. Yeah, you can go from Watson to Sanders, but you can't go the other way around. So, like, and that's a good point too. Like, I'm going to take Stroud as a third quarterback here. And we're going to stack them up with Booty, hopefully, coming back around. Yeah, Watson's probably only going to start like maybe 4 weeks, maybe 5 weeks. The Browns do start with 2 road games. And he's going to be getting booed. Even if they're winning, he's going to be getting booed because the fan base just hates Watson. So Shedur's going to be out there pretty early. And I think there's a solid chance we see Taylon Green at the end of the season as well at this point. But that's just a feel for me. I kind of think we may get 1 or 2 games, maybe even 3 of Taylon Green, depending on how Shedeur looks. But yeah, if he got the starting job and he looks bad and you go to Watson, like, that's not going to be great. So we're going to take the stack here. So the team right now for the audio listeners, we got a 3-4-6-1. We got Brock Purdy, Sam Darnold, and CJ Stroud. Running backs, McCaffrey, Hampton, Breece Hall, Ramondre. We're done. Wide receiver, Zay Flowers, Terry McLaurin, Michael Wilson, Deebo Samuel, Jacoby Myers, Kayshon Boutte for a little stack there. So we got a double stack in San Francisco. We got a single stack there. We got Sam Laporta. We're going to back stack Sam Darnold as well. What's up, Choppa? How we doing? Hope you enjoy the content. First time I've seen you here. So we got Love Ted Hurst super late if Godwin goes down. I don't think it matters who. So I don't think that that's the way it's going to work out. Godwin's going to play more of the slot. Ted Hurst is he is definitely more of an X receiver than anything else. I think if Ted Hurst works out, it's actually good for Igbuka because that will allow Igbuka to move into the Z role. And Godwin is going to be the slot. And I think that Godwin, he's going to be inside out. He's going to be on the field most of the time, I think. But I just think in the end, they're going to rotate the 4 guys. I think all 4 guys are going to have big games. I think Godwin's going to be the number 1 target in that offense whenever it comes to like the slot stuff for sure. So that's just how I've been playing it. Maybe I'm wrong, but that is the path that I believe is going to happen. Okay, so do we want to do I think we want to go. We're going to go Flournoy here. By the way, if you're just popping in, #who to enter the giveaway. We will be doing a giveaway in the next draft we will be doing will be a survival. And during that survival draft, we will be doing a giveaway for a survival ticket. You need to be present. You need to have a Drafters account. And if you don't have a Drafters account, you can use promo code WHO to sign up. So Zay Flowers, Terry McLaurin, Michael Wilson, Deebo, Jacoby Myers, Flournoy, and Boutte. Like, we kind of came back from wide receiver quite a bit. What's up, Mikey? How we been? So I definitely want AJ Barner here. If I don't get him, it's whatever. But I would really like AJ Barner. I think AJ Barner's a really good pick. I was hoping to get Dalton Schultz, but Dalton Schultz has been moving up the board, and he probably should. Like, Dalton Schultz should definitely be moving up the board with the Jaden Higgins injury. He's gonna. If Jalen Noel doesn't work out, like, he's going to be the only guy in the middle of the field. I still believe in Chig. I'm still going to be taking Chig versus Schultz, but I think that Chig versus Schultz is an argument that I'll at least entertain, you know? Terrence Ferguson moving up, rightfully so. Gritty over here doing gritty things. actually doesn't look that bad. Perfect. We get AJ Barner there. What does Gritty have going on here? We got a. I don't like the fourth quarterback. We got a 4-3-4-4. Josh Allen, Jaden Daniels, Dak Prescott, Jordan Love. You definitely didn't need one of those two. Bijan, Jaden Blue, RB2, Braylon Allen, wide receiver, George Pickens, Jameson Williams, Christian Watson, Michael Pittman, Kincaid, Ferg, Andrews, Ferg. I think you definitely needed to rip off one of those quarterbacks for a running back. Yeah, for a quarterback with Josh Allen, Jaden. Like, if you want to add a third there, whatever, because of the bye weeks, whatever. Adding a fourth, especially with one of the third being in the seventh, the round 10 Jordan Love does feel excessive. Maybe Gritty's autoing. I doubt it, but I don't think Gritty autos. But he's staying very in line with the ranks that I've seen for him for most of the season. All right, we're definitely going. Like, I think we're fine with a lot of different things here. Chris Bell, as you see, I have him ranked reasonably high now. Ted Hurst is a guy I haven't gotten to as much as I would like to. He fits with this team pretty well. Isaiah Pacheco got competition today with Kareem Hunt. We don't have the upside, like the big upside swings here. We got a lot of ugly, gross veterans here. So would Hurst affect the McMillan rule more? I don't think so. I mean, you're saying if he gets on the field, like whose snaps are being ate? I think it would be McMillan. So I think if it's McMillan plus Egbuka, I think Egbuka will run more X and McMillan will run more Z. Maybe I'm wrong there. Let me go look. So Steve Schaup and I tomorrow, we're going to do this on stream. We're going to go through all the teams. We're going to discuss depth charts, what we think, what's sticky, what's not. So, yeah, like on the depth chart, Jalen McMillan is ahead of Ted Hurst straight up. And Egbuka is here in the slot. This position you want is Godwin. What could go wrong? I've got 30% Pat Bryant, almost all exclusively drafted early, or drafted in the 200s. So that could also go wrong. Let's build out this stack. Let's build out the Cam Ward or the CJ Stroud back stack here. So we're up to 9 receivers. I think we're good. But we got the Jalen Noel, Kayshon Boutte stack. We got a double stack here in San Francisco with Debo and McCaffrey. We got Darnold with AJ Barner. That feels fine. It's just kind of a glue piece for the team. Probably just take a couple of these guys. Michael Mayer's a player I've been wanting to get more of as well. Hashtag who, says Mr. Big Jimmy. We got 15 entrants right now. Keon Coleman. All right, we got. But yeah, I don't. I think it'll hurt McMillan, but I think they're going to rotate all 4 guys in and out, which is one reason why I'm not like I have a hard time paying the price on Igbuka, because I believe Igbuka should be more in line with like where Jameson Williams goes. And I've thought that the whole season. Could I be wrong? Absolutely. But I think they're going to spread the ball out a lot there. I think all 4 receivers are going to get some run. I think Tez Johnson will get 10% snaps or something as well, like 5 to 10%, like, which is like just enough to be annoying on somebody else. In the case of an injury, I think all of them look really good as well. So we got Darnold, we got Barner, we got Michael Mayer. If Helani makes it back, we'll take Helani. Katron Allen's back on the menu now too. Actually, I'll move him up to the top. If somebody wants him, they can have him. But it kind of sounds like Katron's like definitely on the team, and JCM has a soft tissue thing right now. So maybe week 1 we might get something week 1, like a little bit of stuff for him in week 1. We got Money Mitch. Already done 5 of these. Gritty's already done 4. So yeah, I definitely think I want. So Cooper Kupp did go, which would have been a guy I would have taken. We could go Jordan James, probably not the best bet with CMC. I think Emmanuel Wilson's a player that could get cut and signed somewhere as well. So Katron goes. Maybe I just take a random share of Nicholas Singleton or not. All right. Go Gadget Bryce Lance. We got a 3-4-10-3. Brock Purdy, Sam Darnold, CJ Stroud. Running backs, CMC, Hampton, Breece Hall, Ramondre. Stop at 4. Spend high capital on them. Let's just stop. Wide receivers, we got 10 of them. We got Zay. We got Terry. Michael Wilson, Debo for the double. Jacoby, Kayshawn Booty, Ryan Flournoy, Zachariah Branch, Jalen Noel for the double. Bryce Lance. Laporta, AJ Barner, and Michael Mayer at tight end. It's a fine team. It's not a great team. I think it works. I would have felt a lot better if I would have added Katron Allen, probably. I probably should have taken Katron before Mayer and then just added a random tight end there instead. Either Katron or Helani or Singleton probably would have made this team feel a little better. But all right, we're gonna do a survival now. For those of you who want, it may take a while to fill, but we're here on the survival. We will be doing the giveaway at the end of this draft, or at least near the end of it. So these do take a little while to fill, but I believe in you guys. I believe we could get it to fill. So What do we got? Uh-oh. This may take a while. We can do a dice roll. I was gonna not do the dice roll for a specific reason today. Because I'm streaming before my normal time. Like I'm always live at 4 p.m. I don't want the crowd that Chase is perfectly fine. He said that he would play tomorrow. Like if the game was tomorrow, he'd play. But since I always stream at 4 p.m. Central, today it's a little different. I don't want the normal crowd to not have a chance because I rolled an early number. Is all. Is this the week most starters play, or is that over? It depends on the team. Generally, so like I think the Bengals said they're already shutting everybody down for the preseason. But I don't know. The notifications work too. Right. I will never ask anybody ever to turn notifications or the bell on because I'm not a fan of them myself. I'm not a fan of receiving them. I'll never ask somebody to do that. If you want to do it, you can. But I will never tell anybody to turn on notifications. So, Bud Clark placed on season-ending IR. Just happened, apparently. Not great. Yeah, Jamar Chase saying he would play tomorrow. Ty Chandler done. We went over the Najee Harris stuff. You only have me. Yeah, like I have. I do like how it's actually just a pip and it's not a sound on YouTube. I think. And by the way, we're still waiting on 8 here for a survival. Waiting on 8. But we have like I had Josh and Hayden's turned on for a long time. I've had to turn it off recently because they're posting so much stuff. Would you rather have Hurts, Goddard, or Mahomes, Kelsey? Mahomes, Kelsey. Honestly, like I think Hurts is a fine pick. I think Goddard is a great pick. Like, I'd rather have. Are we talking about real life or not? Yeah. I think, like, just if you're just taking draft capital into account, like, it's definitely Mahomes, Kelsey. Because I think Kelsey and Goddard finished very close, and I think that Mahomes and Hurts finished very close. But you get Mahomes 2 rounds later than Hurts. If you're talking like just straight up, give me the guys that are going earlier, right? If we're taking draft capital into account, I want Mahomes, Kelsey, because like Mahomes is going to score within 20 to 30 points of Jalen Hurts, in my opinion. And like, let's just go to my sheets and see where it was last year. So last year, this is points per game. Mahomes 20.91, Jalen Hurts 19.57. So let's say he gets less rushing yards by 10 a game. Like, that's still, like, let's say a full point less of rushing per game, right? That would take him down to the exact number, actually still higher than Jalen Hurts. And he just scored more points and he's cheaper. Now, Jalen Hurts had an inept offensive play caller, and it should be better this year. But Mahomes also goes from Matt Nagy to Eric Bieniemy. So I think I want, like, at cost, I definitely want Mahomes and Kelsey. Now, I think people forget Goddard had 10.34 fantasy points, and Kelsey only had 9. So that's the difference. But like Mahomes is cheaper, so you're getting value there, right? But Goddard also had 11 touchdowns, only 590 yards, 60 receptions. Kelsey still had 851 and 76. Like, I think that Kelsey's touchdowns is going to regress positively, most likely, and Goddard's is going to regress negatively, most likely. So, like, let's say he goes to 9 even, but 600 yards. And Kelsey goes up, like, he goes down 50 yards, but gets 2 more touchdowns. Like, I think you want Mahomes, Kelsey in those situations. I think Keon's a fine dart to mix in. Last I heard, he was dealing with some kind of injury thing. We are still waiting on 7. Still waiting on 7 for a survival. If you guys want to do a survival, So, I mean, this is my favorite contest in best ball. And if you're new to the channel, we do have a goal of 900 subs. We're going to do a 9-hour live stream if we get there before NFL kickoff. But yeah, so I think it's pretty clearly, like, at cost, you want Mahomes, Kelsey. Goddard also has no Brown, though, and his splits without Brown are great. It is. And if you would take Mahomes, like, give me a minute. Let me bring up another chart. Let me find it real quick. Fantasy. All right. PFF moved this. There we go. All right. So this is the weekly finishes chart. So remember, Mahomes didn't have Rice for the first 6 weeks last year, right? I guess so right in the middle is where he really started cooking. But you look at the weekly finishes, like, he was 155, and he had another one over here when Rice was there. I don't know what happened there during that stretch. We still need 7 more, by the way. But, and then we look at Jalen Hurts. He only had 3 games in the top 10 last year. And Mahomes, or 3 games in the top 5. Actually, he had a bunch of 8s, but those don't really matter. Mahomes had a 4, a 5, a 1, 2 more 5s, and another 1. So he had more number 1 finishes, or the same amount of number 1 finishes as Jalen Hurts did. He had more top 5 finishes. He had 3 more top 5 finishes than Jalen Hurts did as well. So, like, in a week-to-week basis, Mahomes' ceiling seemed to be higher on top of everything else. And I get that Goddard is going to look a lot different as well. I do not have a reload code. I only have the promo code for new accounts. But yeah, this chart here, like, yes, Mahomes is coming off of an injury, and yes, Goddard, I mean, 0.5 PPR, it is different. So we can do filters here, and we can go to tight end now. And, like, Goddard, for as many touchdowns as he got, he was still 1-1-3-4, right? Kelsey still had as many top 5 finishes as Goddard. He just didn't have the ones. And that was with a lot less touchdowns. So, like, if I remember right, Goddard had multiple touchdowns in both of those games. And this is going to take forever to fill, it looks like. But so if you're telling me Mahomes is 2 full rounds cheaper, sometimes even 3, and I got to take a little bit of a hit at tight end to get the better quarterback at a 2 to 3 round discount, I'm in on the Mahomes Kelsey thing, like for sure. Like now, if you're talking straight up, I think it's pretty close. I think if their ADPs were the same, I think it would lean Hurts Goddard, because Goddard, I really like Goddard, and I agree with this. Like let's say he repeats what he did last year, 600 yards and 11 touchdowns. That's awesome. But the combination of Hurts Goddard and Mahomes Kelsey would actually be about the same amount of fantasy points overall together, right? Because we go to points per game, Goddard 10.3, Kelsey 9.01. That's a 1.3 difference, right? If we go to quarterback, Mahomes 20.9, Hurts 19.57. That's basically a 1.3 difference in the other direction. So if you're telling me I get a discount on one of them, but not on the other one, like, give me the guy with the discount. That's just what I think. And by the way, we're still waiting on 7 over here on Drafters for a survival ticket, or for a survival draft. We are going to wait here until it's filled. Any more questions? Anything else you guys want to talk about? And what's up, Pop Soda? How we doing? Because I already have all these tools built up, or popped up. Like, so this is what, like, and this chart right here is why I'm so heavy on Colston Loveland. Look at Loveland here. He went into training camp not healthy. He ended up being healthy for the early weeks, but he missed training camp and he was still learning the offense. He got a little re-aggravation here and set out right around the bye week, But once he got put into the offense, he was number 2, 15-18-2. At this point, like, he started cooking a little bit. He had one bad week, 9-15-25-2-1. And if you move that on into the playoffs, like, he completely started smashing. So in the second half of the season, he had 3 2s and 1 1. And he was also, like, had better games than this in the postseason, both games, if I remember right. Like, what's the name of that site? Player Profiler. So, yeah, I really like Loveland's such a good pick. So his game log, get rid of you. So this week, the last week he didn't smash, but he had 8 catches for 137 yards, no touchdown. And this week, so in full PPR, his last 3 games was 21, 25, 23. And before that, he had like a 14.9, a bad game, a 12.9, a 10. Like, so a bunch of some usable weeks in there, especially for tight end. We are waiting on 5 now. We're getting close. But yeah, the reason I'm so in on Colston Loveland is because of that, and because of this Trey McBride, absolutely dominant. But it's a bunch of unrepeatable circumstances that got him there. Well, I mean, during the season, this is the kind of stuff we're going to get to a lot, right? Like, I really like the in-season content stuff because I get to look at this stuff, kind of break it down in the way I see it. Doesn't mean that everything flows the way I think it's going to, but I think that I do a decent job of finding things like that. So like Kincaid, like if you look at Kincaid down here, when he smashed, he smashed. He missed 6 games, and he had 3 top 10 finishes. If he's like a full go all season, like he's the perfect kind of best ball guy because he's going to give you multiple really solid weeks, like league winning type weeks, possibly in the playoffs. He goes against the Dolphins in week 17, who's one of their top corners is Storm Duck, I believe. And nothing against Storm Duck, but I don't think he's that good at football. And Miami was one of the worst 3 teams in the league last year against tight ends. Now, could that change a little bit this year? Yeah, year to year, teams get better and worse. So it's defending certain things, especially whenever new regimes come in and all that. But like the week 17 Dalton Kincaid versus the Dolphins is a pretty strong thing. Yeah, Candyman does really good with this stuff too. I just don't talk about it as much because I like vibing and ripping drafts. Waiting on 4. I also think that this kind of stuff works better with a partner to bounce things off of. Like George Kittle also like really cooked once, like the whole season whenever he was healthy. And Colby Parkinson, I don't take a lot of him, but he really started getting used a bunch about week 10. 7th, 9th, 4th, 1 bad week, 10, 4, and another 3. And like that's just really solid stuff. And then while we're here, let's go look at wide receivers. Waiting on 3 for a drafter survival. Hashtag who to enter the giveaway. We will be doing a giveaway. And we got 18 entries right now, but we will be doing a giveaway. Let's go ahead and roll the dice and see anything after. I'll just roll a 10-sided today and add 10 to it. So after round 10. So round 14, we will be doing the giveaway. Round 14 will be the giveaway. What's up? Now that we're after. All right. We are doing a drafter survival, or we're trying to. We just went over some like tight end chart stuff, a little bit of quarterback chart stuff. Just got to ask a question. Would I rather have Mahomes, Kelsey, or did Goddard Hurts? And most people are going to say Goddard Hurts just because the ADP is higher. I think if we're talking best ball, the cost matters. So we got 36 watching. I want to thank everybody for popping in here. Also, if you are a YouTube member, if you're a member of the YouTube channel, I have a draft strategy video for this contest specifically, and I can show you what it is without showing you the behind the scenes content too. So if this, so I've got it right here. This is the survival one, but this is the eliminator. So I've done this for the eliminator, and what it does is I rate it out and whoops. Shout out Mike Rob here. Mike Rob built the spreadsheet so I could do the inputs on it. But this is like Vegas team total plotted out throughout the entire season. And the lowest weight is the best schedule, or is the best picks. And then the second column, which is sort of over here, I did the same exact thing for survival. It's a really good segment. You should go watch it if you're a YouTube member. I think it was pretty useful. We're doing awesome, sir. 115 is a little early for any of them. Oh, well, I know. Like, it's just like, what if this happens? The what do you win when you win is so high. What's up, Jets Drop Bombs? So, by the way, we're doing the giveaway in round 14. Hashtag who to enter. We got the 112. We got high risk, high or low reward here at the 2 or at the 11. We got Caudius at the 9. We got Tiger Town at the 6. We got Game Tide at the 5. I believe that is it. Time to do my shameless plug live on YouTube. Shameless plug. Dice are rigged. Can't prove it. I need to. I'm going to be honest. I'm lazy. If I had a second camera, I would put it like I'd have like the little dice pit in the side. Everybody likes a dice roll. I should just set that up. And then I can randomize picks that way too. We could do entire drafts where we randomize picks. Well, I need a second camera anyway for other reasons. With Higgins and Blue, I now know when you say drafters is for late entries. Yeah, no, it really is. Like, I don't think you should do 100% of your drafts like late like that. I'm going to take Barkley. I don't take a lot of Barkley. Let's take Barkley here. I think Chase Brown's one of the better picks for this contest. I really do like the Chase Brown pick there, for sure. Got it. I'll check that out later. I've got a busy day today because after this draft and giveaway, by the way, if you guys could smash the like, that'd be awesome. We got 40 watching. If we could get to 40 likes, it's been a long time since I've asked for a like goal. I would just like to hit 40 likes again. It's been a while. I used to get it all the time when I would ask about it all the time, but hitting 40 likes today would be great. But after this, in 1 hour, I'm going to be on with Nice and Blunt. We're going to give our predictions for the season, like win-loss record for every team. I have my playoff stuff set up as well, like what I think could happen. I got an interesting Super Bowl. I don't know if you look at odds, but I'm not. I'm not at all. But I think it'll be a fun watch. And then after that, we got the Iron Throne League, which is it's a full content creator league. I will give you guys the link, but there's only 44 subs here. Do yourself a favor, go sub to that channel. We're doing the draft tonight. It's going to be recorded and then put out as a video. There should be a video. There's already a teaser out already, but we've put in some other submissions. They're going to be week-to-week videos that we all do. It's not going to be like the level of the Flock League, but same kind of premise, to where we're all in there doing different things. But it'll be a lot different, but same kind of thing. A bunch of content creators out there doing a 14-man full PPR. Prediction show will be on Nice and Blunt's channel. I will find the link. I will link it whenever I get the thing. So yeah, it's already up. I'll link it whenever we get close. I am happily at 2 to 3% Saquon over on DraftKings. I just think that I think in the playoff, I think in season long, Saquon's a solid pick. I think in the playoff pod stuff, he's a much harder pick to get to. And I've been over this a bunch. But, like, with the Eagles' playoff schedule being Seattle and Houston, like in 15-16. Maybe San Francisco's a good matchup, but I don't think people remember how good San Francisco's defense was when all their players were healthy, and they haven't been healthy for a while. So I would personally say that, like, yeah, I lost my train of thought, but we're gonna go. Do we do Kyron here? I'm gonna go Garrett Wilson. I don't take a lot of them. I do like him, and let's pull up DeAndre Swift here. It is double by week 10 for running back, so nobody's going to be doing that in this contest. So if we get to the finals, which there is a finals here, I need to make sure I have some, like, we're going to have to go thicker at running back probably to make sure that we have guys for those weeks. But we got our double anchor wide receiver here, so that is something that is very within the cards. Yeah, so I just think that people don't remember how good San Francisco's defense could be when their players are healthy. And I think that's a third pretty solid defense that the Eagles are going to have to play in the playoffs. And I think it's a low chance that Houston or Seattle is like, maybe Saquon has a good game, like 23, 24 points. But I don't think that he's going to have like one of those 30-plus point games that like you had to have, right? I think it's a pretty safe fade. Is where I'm at. And by the way, hashtag who to enter the giveaway. We got 26 entries. My lineups are so biased. I can never basically soft drafting 3 wide receiver. It is like, it's hard to do that from there, dude. This guy just got Jamar Chase, Ashton Genty, Zay Flowers, Scatabo. He's living my dream. That's my dream right there. Literally my dream. He's gonna ruin it by taking somebody here, like Luther Burden. He's gonna ruin this dream with Luther Burden. Watch. He can't do it with Parker Washington because he's over there. Every day we get new Parker Washington news, and all the Parker Washington slappies just keep fumbling all over themselves to keep pushing them up the board. Like, just continually pushing them up the board, and it's the same 25 people doing it. It's quite comical to me. Can he land your... I mean, if you think so, we'll find out. We'll find out, Lutz. I mean, maybe the offense is going to be ass, but wow, Lutz, wow. Wow. Puka, Chase, Genty. That's... I mean... Was it in a little Dalmatian? Like, I've noticed that, like, the little Dalmatian, for whatever reason, people are, like, really scared. So we got round 14 when we're doing the thing. I'm not going to say I'm not like, the full PPR stuff. I do think Parker Washington's probably a better bet for sure. Always be drafting, always. So Adams would have been great. JMO isn't going to fall here. JMO would be perfect for me with the Swift thing. I would love Tyler Warren as well. Ramondre, Marv. Like I'm pretty good with whatever happens here. So we do get him. Do we want Ramondre or do we want Jadarian Price? I'm gonna go. I don't know. I'm gonna go with Stevenson because the math liked it a little better. Both of them have the possibility to lose reps late in the season. Stevenson because Travion finally figures it out. Jadarian Price because Charbonnet's probably going to be back by then, and the coaches do love Sharps. I predict the Browns will sign. I mean, and then next year Henry Ruggs, right? Like 2027. I think he got denied parole, but I can't remember. I mean, is there a flash sale on DK? Let's go look. I don't have one. No, it's right here. 2 entries, 6 hours left. 2 entries in the 20 million. To get a $20 showdown. Yeah, I'm definitely going to do that. It's going to be hard to fit in, but we're definitely going to do that. Oh, absolute lock. Thank you, Roni, for that. Was not impossible. They could have turned Justin Tucker. So, you know what we're going to do? We're going to dual box. We're going to do 2 drafts at once. We're still going to do the giveaway. We're doing a DraftKings because I'm not going to have time tonight. I have all these things I got to do. I have to make sure to get these in. So we're in at the 108 here as well. Hopefully that's going to finish right about the time the Nice and Blunt stream happens. So I should be able to keep this up as well. Nothing better than coming home after 9 to 5. What's up? I appreciate that, man. After just talking shit on Jalen Hurts, I would love Jalen Hurts to fall all the way back to 84. That would be awesome. We are going to turn off dog math because it doesn't like DraftKings at all, and it will slow down whenever I'm trying to do both of these. Mine is draft 1 milli, get 25. Nice. That's better than mine. I just wanted something. So we got Jefferson, we got Wilson, we got Detroit there. We got the bring back situation. We got it both ways. I don't love. I think I want Laporta here. And man, these running backs are gross. I'm going to go with Diggs. So we are still doing a giveaway. We're going to be doing that giveaway at pick 157. Hashtag who to enter the giveaway. If you don't have a Drafters account, you can use promo code who, and they will match $100. Whenever you do your first deposit. I got a I got a neighbors in the 5th round team on a Gibbs team, which felt pretty good. Like I have one team like that. You think the BBM? I don't. I don't think so. It's just like they have to parlay so many things together. I just don't think so. I don't think we'll get a $3 mini either. And by the way, we are on the clock over here. And we don't take a lot of McCaffrey. We also don't take a lot of Jefferson. I'm going to take Taylor. I'm going to take Taylor there. So, yeah, I think they had to parlay so many things together, and it would have to be other information like in that time period to get it. And just the percentage of teams that were drafted in that period, it's unlikely because it was only like a 12-hour period. Yeah, like I have nearly 40 of these I have to get done still. So I'll take any promo they throw at me. So I think that that's fine because he's going to be a PPR scam in those weeks. I have more of him on DraftKings than I do Underdog. I will say that. So we're about on the clock over here on DraftKings. I'm going to go with either Derrick Henry. So actually, probably not Derrick Henry. We'll go with one of these two. We'll go with either Kenneth Walker or Hampton. Walker's the harder to get, and he's getting a little FUD right now because he's hurt. But I literally have so much Emmett Johnson that I can buy as big of a dip as we can get on Kenneth Walker. I feel great. I'm going to feel great either way. I agree with you. Some of those with like Brooks at 150, like, yeah. So the Brooks at 150, like the Genty window is wild. Like the 1 hour Jamar Chase, like the 20-minute Jamar Chase window could have been wild. But all in all, like, so hold on. I need a quarterback here. We're going to pull Kyler up. And we're going to take Chuba. Chuba's a smash pick there. We're going to go Kyler. We're going to go Chuba. Is what we're going to do. Poll-wise, who am I taking? Marshawn Lloyd. So for me, the answer is 1,000% not Mike Washington. Like, I think Mike Washington is clearly the worst pick of those guys. That's my opinion. I think we've been over that, though. We went over that yesterday. Like, if we were so sure, like, just go watch his film from college. Watch what he's done in the pros. He's been breaking these runs, and then he gets caught from behind. He's 4.33 at 225. How is he, once he gets to speed, how is he getting caught from behind? Every single clip, every single time he does it. I don't understand it. Now, he's still breaking the runs. Like, it's not like it's negative to have a 35 to 40 yard run. That's still positive. But I think that, like, the pure upside that everybody sees isn't real. Like, that's my thing. I also think that he got outperformed by Seth McGowan at New Mexico State. It is very absurd. So we are about on the clock over here again. We got Jonathan Taylor. We got Kenneth Walker. I I would love McConkey here for the week 17 with him, but I'm fine with any of these three. I'm fine with any of those guys. I'll probably take Zay or Ladd. I definitely want Zay or Ladd here. So this is a DK Millie for those of you who did not know. I just have to double these up. Yeah, so we'll go with Zay. I just have a limited amount of time tonight specifically, and I have 6 hours to get these in, and I'm basically doing content for the next 6 hours, so I can't really afford that. So we got the Kyler stack, we got that bring back, we got the double here in Detroit, but we don't have Goff. We didn't get. We have Swift for the bring back there. Like, I feel pretty good about this team overall. I'm fine with any of these three quarterbacks. By the way, at 157, we will be doing the drawing. Hashtag who to enter. We're giving away a Drafters survival ticket. A Drafter survival ticket is on the line. Right, yeah, no, like, preseason's there to see how people physically look, right? And Lloyd looked very, very smooth on that route, like incredibly smooth. So we're on the clock over here, and Breece Hall is still here. Do we do Breece Hall with Taylor and Walker? Do we do Loveland, who I like slightly more? Do we do Jeremiah Love? Let's do Love. We're going to do Love there. We have the two running backs with Jonathan Taylor and Kenneth Walker to probably get Love through, so let's do that. It's like 100%. Like, he's not gonna miss time, Genty. And so, like, or I meant, even if he does, like, Mike Washington is actually hold on. We'll go with Shaheed. So Mike Washington's been 100% drafted, basically. Like, I'm going to guess he's like 98% drafted in the DK Millie. On Underdog, he's probably not. He's probably more like 65%. So Marshawn Lloyd has been less drafted on DK than Mike Washington. Like, I'm going to guess that Genty plays week 1. Maybe I'm just being optimistic, but like, it really feels like all these people doing this are going to get punished, basically. Like, the people moving them up the boards are going to get punished. What do you mean? Oh, in DFS. I thought you meant in the Millie. Okay. Yeah, it'll be like 80% in the okay. I thought you meant in not in DFS. All right, we are about on the clock here. I would love to get any of these guys. I mean, we could go with Lamar. Do we do the Lamar stack instead? I don't think we do. I think we take Terry and see what happens. And if Terry goes, yeah, we're going to take Terry there. Genty has 60. Yeah, it's the Dolphins. They won't need him, but how many opportunities do you think the Raiders are going to have to really showcase their team? They know this is the thing. They know Genty wants to be showcased that week, and the team's going to want to showcase him. By the way, at 157, we're doing the giveaway. #who. Once I make those 2 picks, I'm spinning the wheel. We have 29 entries right now. That's where we're at. I would love to get Sam Darnold all the way back. Taking one of these guys would be fun. We are about on the clock over here. Like, the Mike Evans scares are starting to get pretty interesting. I think I just take Marv here. Actually, I'm gonna take Marv. I like the running backs to come back around here. It is a little bit of a team stack as well. This poll question is insane, isn't it? It's fun, isn't it? What's up, guys? Dolphins will beat down the Raiders, says the Dolphins fan. There ain't no way the Raiders are beating us. Not today. All right, so we're going to go Terrence Ferguson. And I think Dylan Sampson. All right, we're doing Terrence Ferguson. We're doing Dylan Sampson. Good luck, everybody. 33 entries. You must say something in the chat before my next pick to claim dominance. High risk, high reward, 4861. Congratulations. I know you're here. High risk, low reward. My bad. I have Chase in 2 redraft leagues. Boo-hoo. Woo-hoo, says the winner. Yeah. So send me a message on, I could actually just, since you're in this draft, I can just send it right now. Give me 1 minute. All right. It's you should get that within 24 hours for sure. Congratulations. Ban him. Ban him. Ban him. My favorite home league is anchored by running back Genty and Travion. Oh, that sucks. That really does suck. So this DK Millie looks okay right now. We're hoping a guy falls. So congratulations, sir. If they go wrong, I guess, welcome. Yeah, so I was kind of going through the comments. I mean, Bowers smashing would be awesome for me, honestly. I would be very happy about that. Well, guys, we're 1 pick away. Nailed it. We got Jaden Daniels at 80, stacked up with Terry McLaurin. We got Marvin Harrison with Jeremiah Love with double anchor here. Jonathan Taylor, Kenneth Walker, Zay Flowers, Terry McLaurin, Marvin Harrison. Push the Jaden Daniels to 80. Feeling good, guys. We're feeling alive. Feeling alive over there on DK. Feeling very alive. I think I know what I want to do over here on drafters as well. Yeah, I definitely know what I want to do here. We're going to go back to the DK draft real quick. I mean, if Harvey falls back, we're really cooking. I do like... What's the Metcalf news? He's back. I still don't love Metcalf, but I think I would take him here. If you think I'm not trying to win $1 million with Malik HM Power Stack in week 1. All right. RJ Harvey, come on down. You are the next contestant in the DK Millie Dream Team. So, Malik HN Power Stack. I think everybody's going to be looking at that. I'm probably going to be looking at something gross week 1. So, honestly, we were going to do something different. But we're going to do Emmett Johnson because I have a problem. Oh, Gino went. So, yeah, let's go Pat Bryant. Let's do the thing. Yeah, I think HN is going to be very, like, if it's HN Mike Washington, like, if I'm betting that game, I'm probably going to be in on, like, Chris Bell. Because Chris Bell's going to be, like, insanely cheap. He's, like, Chris Bell's probably going to be the jam of jams, right? Because he's probably going to start week 1. He's probably 3,000 exactly. He's going against the Raiders corners who suck. Like, I think that he's going to be a clear smash pick in week 1. I don't know. I haven't looked at the slate, but I'm going to guess that because they've already put the numbers out, right? And if they have, Chris Bell has to be like 3,000. Yeah, so that would be the route I would be going in that game. I would leverage off of all the high volume plays, and I would do that. I think everybody's going to be scared to bet Scatabo week 1 because of all the, like, Dallas' defense is supposed to be better, all of that other stuff involved with it. And I think Scatabo versus the Cowboys is a pretty good bet. Like, Scatabo coming off a big injury. A lot of people are going to be scared of that. But defenses usually come on, like, a little later in the season. And Najee is just coming off of the injury. Tyrone Tracy's in the doghouse. Like, they might just give Scatabo the ball a bunch, even if he's not like 100%. He's probably going to get the goal line carries in that week, in my eyes. It's the week of. They'll open up that set like the Sunday night before, most likely. All right, we're about on the clock here. I would love the Mekhi Lemon fall or the Concepcion fall, or maybe both. Maybe we can get both. So Dalton Kincaid's here. He doesn't fall that often. I'm going to take Lemon. And I'm also going to take Concepcion if he comes back around. And if not, I'm probably just going to take one of those two, assuming they fall. Romeo Dobbs should be moving up as well. Alec Pierce is supposed to be ready. I actually like him a lot. I'm going to move him up. Alec Pierce, they think he's going to be ready for week 1 at this point. So we have that as well. And by the way, we're almost to 40 likes. I want to thank everybody for popping in. If you guys have enjoyed the content, please go ahead and sub. If we get to 900 before NFL kickoff, we're going to do a 9-hour live stream. We're going to be streaming all year, doing content on the weeklies, dailies, like start sits. We're going all the way in. I didn't see him limping around the field, but they did say that he's supposed to be ready for week 1. Or I heard that. I don't know that that's true. So, honestly, yeah, we take Concepcion here. Feels good. All right, so we are on the clock over here. We still need another quarterback. We're just going to take a third guy to give us another guy. Don't really care about the correlation there. Kenyon Sadiq is fun, but what receivers do we have left? Yeah, let's take Sadiq. So, feel pretty good about that pick. I will do reviews to all of the YouTube members on this stream as well. I haven't seen the picture, so thanks for saying something. This yeah, he definitely doesn't look correct. I mean, Josh Downs doesn't even look like he's walking correct either. So maybe like they both look struggling, to be honest. But we are cooking in this DK Melly, though. Walking can be tough as an adult. Josh Downs was walking like I don't know. He was walking like a toddler with full diapers. Maybe. But that was just first glance. I'm probably wrong. But at first glance, that's what it looked like to me. All right. We are coming up on like where I think Jordan Tyson is draftable right now on DK Millie. Like I had to dig a cremation hole in a cemetery yesterday. Dude, digging is awful. Digging's like one of the worst things. I don't have a lot of Isaiah Likely. Okay, so he goes. I think we do Naked Malik here. We only have the one quarterback. We have Jaden Daniels. We got the double here of Jeremiah Love and Marvin Harrison. So we're going to add Carson Beck at the end of this team. So I want Willis to help get me through, but we're going to add Carson Beck at the end of this team. The running backs are Walker, Taylor, Jeremiah Love, and RJ Harvey. I kind of want honestly, like I want Brenton Strange. That's what I want here. If I can get Brenton Strange, I'm going to take Brenton Strange on the way back. It's not something that I'm like sure will happen, but it would be. It is early for Strange, but I think I would be willing to do it. And over here, I just want to take two random. We'll take a Tyquan Thornton and a Jahan Dotson share. There we go. All right. And I will review that team after my picks here. Honestly, like, I think I just take the Jordan Tyson fall, right? 137. I can't afford it on this team with the double rookies and waiting till late. So on this specific team, I can't afford it. What do I do here? What's quarterback look like? I think I think that Andrews is fine. I think Andrews is fine there. Thank you for the jewels. I think that with the Zay Flowers, Marv plus Terry McLaurin start with only two rookies behind it with Makai Lemon and Concepcion, I think Tyson there's too thin. All right, so let's review some of the members' teams here. We got Game Tight. We got a 2783. We got Jaden Daniels. We got Malik Willis. That feels fine. I've seen a team like that before that I've liked. You got Jonathan Taylor. I think I like him on that team as well. We got Javonte Williams, David Montgomery, RJ Harvey feels like he's a good pick on that kind of team. Jordan Mason, Chris Rodriguez, Brian Robinson, Nico Collin, Terry McLaurin feels like he fits. Cortland Sutton, Denzel Boston, Travis Hunter for the bring back. Chris Bell, who may end up on my team as well. Juwan Jennings, Antonio Williams, Chig, Ingram, and Njoku. Very fun, strong team there by Game Tight. Tiger Town, we got a 2693. We got Caleb Williams, Patrick Mahomes. Running backs, Devon Achane, Jalen Warren, J.K. Dobbins, Aaron Jones, Marshawn Lloyd, Nicholas Ingram. That is a very strong anchor running back there. I like the mixture you have. JSN, Rice, Burden, Debo, Tyson at 150. I do think he should go later, significantly later on drafters. I have him like 165. Kayshawn Booty, Jalen McMillan, Branch, Jeremy Bernard, Colson Loveland, Hunter Henry, and Eric all. I think that if you're a YouTube member and I didn't shout you out, say something in the chat. And then I'll go back and I'll review your team. So Brenton Strange coming back would be fantastic. Any of these names would be awesome, honestly. Brenton Strange, Daniel Jones, Marshawn Lloyd. The running backs that are left here. Got a bunch of those guys. Straight, like, I definitely want one of these two. Yeah, that's definitely what I want here, is one of these two. I would prefer Strange to Juwan Johnson just for the Week 17 correlation. I do agree that Juwan should be rising right now, but I also think that those two should be close enough that, and Chig is here also. So we do get we got the Brenton Strange push. So this team feels pretty good. We got Taylor, Kenneth Walker, Zay Flowers, Jeremiah Love, McLaurin, Marvin Harrison, Jaden Daniels, RJ Harvey, Makai Lemon, Concepcion, Malik Willis, and then Andrews plus Strange is a really good start there. We could start going back into either running back or wide receiver now. Like, I feel pretty strong about this team overall. So, and I can actually put it back on the right screen, so it'll be easier to stream. So what do you guys think of? I'm loving this team personally. Oh, and by the way, if you're a YouTube member, you do get access to my custom ranks as well. Not going to say they're going to win you anything, but you'll at least know what I'm thinking. A Tank Bigsby here feels really, really strong. But so does Terrence Ferguson. Do we do Tank? Do we do Booty? Do we do Trey Harris? I think we do Tank. I like Tank quite a bit. I think you'll see some usage early in the season. So the team right now, this Jaden Daniels fall makes this team feel good. Like, yes, we waited on wide receiver a little bit. We're going to end up going 9 receivers. I think that's the last running back we're going to take. We got Taylor. We got Walker. We're going to hope Walker's there early. We got Jeremiah Love, even if he misses a few weeks. Like, we got the double anchor to get us there. We got RJ Harvey, who's going to put in some spike weeks. We have Tank Bigsby. Andrews Strange, like, that feels perfectly fine. Like, if I want to add a Dulcich here at 185, we could go into double. Did Caleb Douglas go yet? He did not. I don't know about Caleb Douglas. I feel a little thin on Caleb Douglas, but yeah. Also, let me change the banner so people don't think there's still a giveaway. That's my bad. The giveaway happened. But I want to thank everybody for participating in that. I enjoy giving stuff away. Makes me feel good. And if you're new to the channel and you've enjoyed the content today, if you could smash that sub, that would be awesome. We've kind of stagnated. We've been trying to get to 900. The last week and a half, not the best. But this team might be the best. Ferguson going at 167 feels good there. Let's look at the players that are available. Like Bryce Young, really good pick there. At this point in the draft, he's continually falling though. Pat Bryant would feel really good here. It's a little bit of a team bet on top of it with because I have RJ Harvey. And Adonai Mitchell's a guy I don't get to a lot. As you see, I have Chris Bell just ranked ahead. So Chris Bell's a player I definitely want here. Trey Harris, I will instantly take if he's there. The Travis Hunter stuff looks a little more bleak. Trey Harris, absolute smash. I think Trey Harris is going to be the wide receiver too. That's my personal take. Are you still here, Nice and Blunt? So for those of you who don't know, I'm going to be on with Nice and Blunt here very, very shortly. Let me see if I can set up a redirect. You're here? All right, we should be... I'll just do the last round or two while we are in your stream. I'm going to set up the redirect in a minute, I hope. While I'm live anymore, the options don't come up correctly. Like, it takes forever to load. So getting Chris Bell here would be really fun. I don't have any any bring back for that game. But I like Chris Bell a lot. How about we just raid Nice and Blunt? Yeah. Well, there's that. There's that too. We could do that. Chris Bell, pretty good. Pretty good pick there. So we still got a few minutes. We still got a couple minutes. I'm looking. Yeah, I don't know what YouTube has done. We're not doing either. So what Nice and Blunt and I are going to do is we're just going to give our predictions for win-loss record for every team in the NFL. So I'm sure a lot of you will hate our stuff. A lot of you will laugh at us. A lot of you will think our like a lot of us like we're going to kind of talk, like discuss probably like what we think, what we don't think, all of that. We have the reason I came on early is because we have a hard out later as well. So after my next two picks, I'm going to drop the link in the description. Then I'm going to jump on over into the Nice and Blunt stream, and we'll be live here in 4 minutes. I'm already against your second player take. It's not even player takes. It's not even player takes. It's team takes. Just wait till you see what we got, what I have for the Ravens, Mike Rob. Just wait till you see what I did with the Baltimore Ravens. Just wait, man. Just wait. All right, so we're not gonna get. So actually, like, I kind of wanted to do this. I kind of want Michael Mayer anyway, but I like a lot of these guys here. Zachariah Branch is kind of a really fun pick here. I've been getting bags of Zachariah Branch at this new price, or at that price. Cooper Kupp is kind of the perfect pick for this team, though. We already have the rookies, so we're going to take Kupp first, even though I like the other bet better. Yeah, so it's not letting me set up the redirect, by the way. Two smart guys there. Absolutely. Maybe the Dolphins need Manning. The Dolphins do need Manning, sir. I mean, Geno Smith's still here. Geno Smith still being here makes me a little sad that I took Jeremiah Love over Breece Hall. I do prefer Breece Hall to Jeremiah Love, but I think with the double anchor, this is the kind of team to do that on. So what I want to do here is, I don't know if he's there, do we just do it? Like, I've set up the double stack for Carson Beck. I feel like that's the better play overall. Let's remove Geno. I just want a wide receiver into those guys. I moved Kyle Williams up into the draftable range as well. So I'm going to take Mayer first, and then once we do that, we're going to take Michael Mayer, but head on over to the Nice and Blunt YouTube channel. We're going to be there in just a second. But I'm going to end this stream. I'm going to take Michael Mayer. We're going to end this stream. And if you guys care, I will show you the rest of it when we're over there. Have a good day. Peace.